Hi, this is Dale Buchanan, the host of Puppy Talk Podcast. Before we get started today, I wanted to let you know of my new book, The Complete Puppy Training Manual. It's available on Amazon in 4 formats: Kindle ebook, paperback, hardcover, and audiobook. You can find it on Amazon right now. It's called The Complete Puppy Training Manual, and I will put a link in the show notes of this episode. I'm Dale Buchanan, and this is Puppy Talk, the podcast that offers free advice and tips for raising a happy, healthy, and obedient puppy. For more information on this podcast, visit us online at puppytalkpodcast.com. Welcome to Puppy Talk episode number 63. Today I want to talk about the top 3 reasons why your puppy's behavior is not improving. In addition, I have a free gift for you. It's called the Behavior Modification Chart: Simple and Effective Tips to Reduce Unwanted Puppy Behaviors. You can download that using the link in the show notes from my website, puppytraining.dog. The number one reason why your puppy's behavior is not improving is that their behavior is being reinforced. For this episode, I'm going to use puppy jumping as an example. When your puppy is jumping on you or anybody else, and you're pushing your puppy down and saying, no, stop, off, down, or saying their name, this is even worse. Dixie, no, Dixie, down, and then you're pushing them down, your puppy's getting reinforced for that behavior. You cannot talk or touch the puppy while they are in the process of doing the behavior, or it will be reinforced. The reason is because your puppy doesn't exactly know what you're saying. Those words are not programmed into the puppy's software yet. And every time you touch your puppy and try to push them down, you're giving them affection. You're giving them attention. And in their mind, they're thinking, I'm getting attention. They're talking to me. I don't know what they're saying, but I must be doing something right. So I'm going to keep doing it. That's not a good way to stop a puppy behavior. Once the puppy is in the process of doing the behavior, you have to go back to preventing the behavior from happening. The process is to correct it and redirect it before the puppy jumps. And I've talked about this in so many episodes in the past. You can go back to the library of Puppy Talk and listen to some of the other episodes about using corrections and positive reinforcement. That'll give you some context of exactly what to do to prevent a puppy from doing a behavior. Most owners are unconsciously reinforcing a puppy's behavior, such as jumping, play biting, chewing, or barking, and they don't even know it until a dog trainer goes over their house and tells them that everything that they're doing has been reinforcing the puppy's behavior. The second reason your puppy's behavior is not improving is you're trying to fix the puppy instead of teach the puppy. Using the jumping, for example, while they're jumping, you're trying to fix it. I get asked this question a lot from everybody who hires me to train their puppy. How do I stop play biting? How do I stop jumping? How do I stop barking? How do I stop pulling on the leash? I don't think of it that way. I don't think of fixing a puppy because we can't just take a part out and put a new part in and the puppy is fixed. The mindset has to be, what do I want the puppy to do instead of the behavior that I don't want? For example, if the puppy is jumping, what do we want the puppy to do instead? That would be lay down and stay. How can a puppy jump if they're laying down and staying? So the question that you want to ask yourself is, what can I have my puppy do instead of jumping? Go to your bed, lay down, stay. That's a great one. You teach your puppy place or bed or mat. They go there, they stay, they can't jump. You're preventing them from rehearsing that behavior by focusing on what you want the puppy to do instead of trying to fix your puppy. I have a free gift for you. It's called the Behavior Modification Chart: Simple and Effective Tips to Reduce Unwanted Puppy Behaviors. You can download that using the link in the show notes from my website, puppytraining.dog. The third reason why your puppy's behavior is not improving is you're not being consistent. This is what happens. You start implementing the positive reinforcement techniques that I suggest, such as going to the bed or place, lay down and stay, but you're not being consistent with it. Every time your puppy jumps on somebody, or every time your puppy play bites, or every time your puppy barks or pulls on the leash, they're getting rewarded for that behavior. It's being reinforced more. You have to be consistent with not allowing them to even exhibit that behavior in the first place. When I got Dixie, she was 10 weeks old. It was May the 5th, 2020. I stopped her from play biting, jumping, barking, pulling on the leash, and running around the house. I taught her within the first few hours of having her, go to your bed, lay down, and stay. Because I know that's the most important thing, to teach a puppy to manage their space so they don't run around and have accidents. Dixie was potty trained in 1 day. The first day I had her, she peed next to her water bowl in the living room and never peed in the house again. She never pooped in the house. I managed her space. I taught her the behaviors that I wanted her to have the very first day I had her. So she never learned any bad behaviors from the get-go. This is what you want to do. Be consistent. Dixie is now 3 years old, and I still enforce these behaviors. My camera woman, my assistant, came over today to film some videos. Dixie started running to the door to her to exhibit the jumping. I said, Dixie, go to your bed, lay down and stay. We talked for 15, 20 minutes. And I said, look, Dixie's still on her bed. She hasn't moved. And she said, that's incredible. I released Dixie with an okay. She came to us. We leashed her up, took her outside, and filmed the videos. That's the discipline you want to implement in your puppy the very first day you have them. If your puppy has already started behaviors you don't want, be consistent on enforcing the behaviors that you want and preventing the puppy from exhibiting the behaviors you don't want. You'll get much better results this way. I hope this information was helpful to you. Remember, you can download the behavior modification chart using the link in the show notes. If you have any questions, you can always email me through the website, puppytalkpodcast.com. Have a great day. This is Dale Buchanan, host of Puppy Talk Podcast. I have an announcement of a new book that I just published called Potty Training Your Puppy. It's available on Amazon in Kindle and paperback, soon to be available on audiobook. You can find out all the details of this book using the link in the show notes. It's called Potty Training Your Puppy. It's a comprehensive book with a simple and effective way to help potty train your puppy, and it really works. Check out the link in the show notes.